This show is being filmed in front of a live studio audience, and we're back. It's the only 15-minute news hour. It's the only 15-minute news hour. It's the only 15-minute news hour. Here's our sign. Here's our sign. We are back, fresh off of our 6-month suspension from the SEC. We'd like to thank you guys for watching the show. As you notice, we have a new lime green sign today.
Yay, so colorblind people can see it.
That's right. Well, you can see it from space. Absolutely. It's one of the 3 things that you can see from the moon. The Great Wall of China, our sign, and Rosie O'Donnell's ass. So, thanks for watching our show. I'm Clay Ownbey.
And I'm James Ownbey.
And we are Dungus. We are the hosts of the Ownbey 15-Minute News Hour, and we're so happy to be back after our 6-month suspension.
We want to thank all the people that were like, hey, where are you guys at? We missed the show. You guys have stuck around waiting to see us. So.
Yep, everybody that was coming up to me and messaging us on Facebook and hitting us up on email saying, where's your show? I heard you guys were like in jail. I heard you guys were like got sent out of the country. I heard you guys were arrested for this, that, and the other. We were not sent out of the country. We were not arrested. We were just under suspension.
We were not in Taiwan getting sex changes.
God, no, we're not in the Philippines being caned.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
So,
and we weren't at Adrian Peterson's house being caned either. So.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me ask you what's worse: being at Adrian Peterson's house being caned, or being in the Philippines being caned?
Oh, Adrian Peterson's house.
Right, because you get leaves and dirt and shit stuffed in your mouth, so you can't scream.
Yeah.
You know what? When you have leaves and dirt in your mouth, they can't hear you scream.
Even in the Philippines, they don't hitch in the ball bag to you.
Right, yeah. Here it's like testicle blood.
Dude, when you start whipping another man's leather pouch.
Yeah, man. When your beanbag, when your hacky sack breaks open, you get some blood run down your leg.
That is not good.
All right, hey, we would like to thank our corporate sponsor this week, and this week it is my favorite, Big Red. That's right, Big Red. What's it say right here? So sweet, so smooth. Since 1937. Let me ask you a question. This has been in my refrigerator since 1937.
Still good.
Nothing was sweet and nothing was smooth except for flappers and whiskey in 1937. So,
thanks, Big Red, which is also my wife's nickname.
That is. Let me ask you a question, dude.
I love my wife. She's sweet. She's smooth. She's Big Red.
Does that taste like Big Red? I don't even want to know. I'm not going to drink it now.
Oh. It tastes like a bunch of melted popsicles.
This is one of those things that when you're a kid and you really love it as a kid, and then you grow up and you're 40 and you drink it and you're like, that tastes like bubblegum and ass. Yeah, it honestly tastes like someone stuck a piece of bubblegum in their ass, farted, blew the bubble, and then you ate the bubble.
Yeah, they definitely have the sweet part, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know about the so smooth.
9 pounds of sugar and a tablespoon of water.
That's kind of rough. So anyways, hey, Big Red. We love Big Red. And Big Red's brother, Green River.
Yeah.
Green River was awesome. Blue Moon. Yep. Black Cherry.
Yeah.
Fucking Purple Haze.
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller. Orange Shit. And
James Brown.
On that note, let's get to some news. Want to get to some news, Jamie?
Yeah, let's jump right into it. Here we go. Our first story comes to us out of Omaha, Nebraska, where Jashawn Morris, 20, who was wanted in Nebraska for violating the terms of his parole, was arrested Friday after posting to Facebook a video of himself doing the ice bucket challenge.
Oh, okay, I've done that.
Yeah, you know the ice bucket challenge.
The ice bucket challenge. I did it in Speedo.
Yeah, here's the thing. Dude is wanted by the law, right? Okay, you have a warrant.
So he's got a warrant out for his arrest.
He does the ice bucket challenge. Well, a tipster who saw the online post recognized the house shown in the video, provided the Omaha police with the exact address of where they can find Mr. Morris.
And this is why when you do the ice bucket challenge, you don't say, my name is Clay Ownbey, I live at 762 East Redford Lane, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I'm going to do the ice bucket. I have 14 warrants out for my arrest.
Yeah.
God bless, Lou Gehrig's disease. Let's fight this disease. Steve Gleason, you're the man. Yeah,
the 3 people I want to nominate is a judge, a sheriff.
Yeah, Sheriff Ozzie Kaninowicz, and a Bill Bonfman.
Seriously, come on.
Correct.
Really? Like, you gotta be. Obviously, you're not smarter.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, there you go. So. Wow. See, once again, Facebook is the greatest law enforcement tool that there is.
Ever.
The greatest law enforcement tool. Not other law enforcement tools like Cletus and Andy Griffith. So,
yeah, Barney 5 was a law enforcement tool.
Correct. In Georgetown, Texas, a teen employee at a Texas pizzeria rubbed his testicles on a pizza because he was upset that the customer had to order it too close to closing time. You know when you're working a place and it's almost closing time and you're cleaning up your stove, you got all your dough put away, you got your pepperoni put away, and then someone walks in like right at the last minute and you get all pissed off? All right, well, homeboy rubs his testicles on the pizza. Police said the customer at Papa Murphy's... Papa Murphy's? Yeah. Hey,
so you're not in the back making
no, that's love at 425 degrees, if you know what I'm
saying. So you're
right
in front of the customer, like on the little...
Right, on the little tray. You're just running up and down with your scrote, like rubbing it back and forth.
Don't they wear little aprons? So you like
whip them out underneath his apron? This is the best part. The customer at Papa Murphy's in Georgetown arrived early and caught Michael Simmons, 18 years old, rubbing his scrotum on the family-sized stuffed pizza with Canadian bacon, pineapple, and extra cheese. So obviously, dude called in. Called in the order. Papa Murphy's, I'd like a family-sized stuffed pizza.
You guys close at 6, it's 5:55.
Yeah, I want I'm heading down to get a large family-sized with Canadian bacon and pineapple and extra cheese. So... obviously didn't think, and he was like, okay, it'll be ready in 15 minutes, sir. Well, 10 minutes, sir. The customer shows up. Officers wrote in the arrest affidavit that the customer approached the teen and told him he was, quote, old enough to know not to rub your balls on someone else's pizza, end quote. Now, let me ask you a question. At that point, did the guy with like the extra $1, you can a pan size for that? What do you do a pan size for that?
Would you like to upgrade to a family size?
No, when he heard extra cheese, he heard like extra cheese. They wanted some fermented cheese on there.
He probably thought the guy said, sometimes cell phone reception. He said, I want a family size pizza. Can you stuff it, please? I want you to stuff my pizza with your extra cheese.
With like some extra American bacon.
Stuffing the pizza. I just said, dude, I'm stuffing your pizza. You ordered a stuffed pizza.
So tonight I'm calling Papa Murphy's and say I want a stuffed pizza with extra balls and extra cheese.
Yeah, can you keep your ball bag off my...
And when is only one person working at Papa Murphy's? Every time I go to Papa Murphy's, there's like 17 high school kids there. Were they all like in the back, like laughing, taking pictures, or like doing selfies with the guy?
Dude, he was sitting there with his
rubbing his junk on the pizza.
Hey, let's get a shot of this.
And this is even worse. So you're the customer, right? So you roll down, you go to the red box, you rent the latest Matthew McConaughey movie. You go and you get some Act 3 pizza. You go to the store and you get yourself some Big Red. You got everybody waiting at home. You roll into Papa Murphy's and there's an 18-year-old freaking
rubbing up your pizza.
Teabagging your pepperonis.
Grinding your dough.
What do you say to your kids at that point? Hey guys, we got extra cheese. And hey mom, what's his hair on there? Don't worry about it, just pick it off.
No, you come home and say, hey kids, we got Taco Bell instead.
Exactly.
Actually, no, because I don't know how to know what they were stuffing in the tacos either.
No, they went and got a $5 footlong.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, our next story deserves the Mom of the Year award.
Oh, I love Mom of the Year awards.
Mom, parents, it's rough being a parent. I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am.
This lady, Mom of the Year award.
All right, let's hear it.
Kayla McKenzie, 22, was charged with DUI after she crashed her car into 6 separate vehicles and/or structures. Good.
Dang.
Here's the bad part. According to police, 3 unsecured children were in the car, including a month-old infant who was riding on her lap. Nonetheless, McKenzie, who had a blood alcohol content of 0.25, said, quote, I know I look like a bad mother, but I'm not. I'm actually a good mom.
Oh, of course you are.
They always say that.
Because you don't buckle your kids in, and you ride with a kid on your lap, and you drink 105 beers and 14 shots of Pendleton, do a little bit of heroin, got a needle hanging out of your arm, you got the powder on your nose, you got a little bit of meth, get the meth dealer tied up in the trunk that you stole from Deer Park, and you're running down Division, crashing off every car like a pinball machine, but I'm a good mother.
Yeah, this has never happened before.
What's this woman's name?
Kayla McKenzie.
I would love to be at her house on Christmas morning.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, Christmas morning would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody pile in the car. Let's go get high and drive around the neighborhood and do Christmas carols.
Things. Yeah, let's crash into Christmas trees.
Oh my God.
Mother of the Year.
I love Mother of the Year.
Yeah.
All right, dude, this next story, I don't even know if I can read this. We've been doing this show for how long? Well, we did
about 9 minutes.
We did 30 episodes the first season. We did like 4 the second season, right? So, and then we got suspended. So we're back. Lexington, Kentucky. Now, this could only happen in 2 places in the world: Kentucky and like Austria
Lexington,
or Amsterdam. Police responded to a disturbance at a Motel 6 and arrested 13 naked dwarfs and one nude 400-pound woman. I am not making this up. Workers at a Motel 6 in Lexington, Kentucky, called authorities due to a disturbance in a hotel room. When authorities arrived, they heard commotion outside of the window, which was on the second floor of the motel. Police then went around the back and found 4 naked dwarfs. And when I say dwarfs, I'm not talking about like happy and sneezy and douchey and dumpy and whatever. I'm talking about little people, like midgets, like we are part of the Lollipop Guild. Okay? Laying in the parking lot, naked.
Those dwarfs, they were horny,
bruisey, nudie, and a streaky,
swingy,
right, swingy, and the one Doc.
and
7 more.
Trust me, if you have 13 dwarfs in an orgy, you're gonna need a doc. You know what I mean? You're gonna need a shot.
You're definitely not gonna need a sleepy or a sneezy.
No,
I'm sure there's gonna be a grumpy. 7 more are arrested around the parking lot area when they fled from cops. Witnesses say...
so they fled from cops naked?
Dude, no.
So there's 7 nude midgets running down the road.
It gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
Witnesses say that 11 dwarfs leapt from the second floor window, all naked. When police entered the room, they found 2 naked dwarfs. Now this is... dude, I don't even know if I can read this. They found 2 naked dwarfs in the room. 1 naked 400-pound woman, 1 goat, 2 small dogs, 1 canoe, 1 mini Ferris wheel, and several illegal narcotics.
Oh my dude!
So it's the greatest party of all time. Police Commander Leet Cromwell, Leet Cromwell, Leet said in my 48 years for Leet.
Wow.
I have never seen anything like this. Okay,
no shit.
So
You've never seen anything like this.
let's reset this.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna reset this.
Okay.
There's a Motel 6.
Yeah.
Inside one room on the second floor of the Motel 6, we have 13 naked dwarfs.
Dude, first of all, what's the room in the Motel 6? $39.95 a night. Did each one of them like pony up like $6?
Quarter? Yeah, they each like threw in like $3.50. So you have 13 naked dwarfs, 1 naked 400-pound woman. A goat, 2 small dogs, a canoe, and a mini Ferris wheel. Now, the mini Ferris wheel, like, I've been to a lot of parties, and I've been to, like, some crazy fucking parties. I ain't never been to a party with a goat and a Ferris wheel.
Dude,
I mean, that's like North Idaho Fair.
Are the midgets on the Ferris wheel going around?
Well, dwarves. You sent a bunch of little people on the Ferris wheel, and I'm assuming this 400-pound naked woman is like pushing the wheel.
Well,
and the last dwarf to stay on gets to lay under the 400-pound woman.
I think they have it all wrong because, it sounds like it's a bad sex party, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Here's what I think it was. I think the 400-pound woman was trying to break the Guinness World Record for how many dwarfs you can fit in a canoe. I think that's all that was going on. Like, hey, take your clothes off. We can fit 1 more dwarf in the canoe. And then they're going for a Guinness record how many dwarfs you can fit on a mini Ferris wheel.
With a goat.
And then they're going to do some mutton busting.
We got to do some mutton busting.
Yeah, and the one dwarf just didn't want to leave his dogs at home, so brought him with him.
God, dude.
Now, here's the thing. 11 dwarves leaped off the second.
Well, see, and that's like the best part about
it's raining dwarves. Hallelujah. It's raining dwarves. Amen. Here's the thing. At least the 400-pound woman didn't try to jump off the store balcony.
Well, the thing is, and you know what? I don't have a prejudiced bone in my body. I'm not racist. I'm not sexist. I'm not anything, right? But dwarfs' legs don't look like structurally sound, right? So this is what I picture, right? One jumps out, hits, then here they come piling on the top.
Yeah,
and fortunately,
it's like lemmings. They're a bunch of lemmings.
Right. The 4 that they found laying there were the first 4 that jumped out. The rest of them just jumped into a pile of humanity and rolled off and ran off.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine you're a cop in Lexington, Kentucky, and you're sitting there at a Motel 6, and all of a sudden, like 4 naked dwarfs run out?
What the
Wait, what would you...
That looked like 4 naked dwarfs.
Dude, if you saw a naked midget running, would you want to chase him?
Dude,
like, really?
I'll tell you what, Clay. That's going to bring us to this week's 10-second rule.
Oh, my God.
Okay, this week's 10-second rule is if you were a sheriff in Lexington, Kentucky, you get a disturbance call to a hotel. You walk up, you knock on the door, place your hair, door flies open. These are things you do not want to find inside the hotel room.
Oh, God.
Things you don't want to find in a hotel room in a Motel 6 in Lexington, Kentucky.
Things you don't.
You do not.
I have 10 seconds to say as many things as I do not want to find in a hotel room in Lexington, Kentucky.
At the Motel 6. Not like the Hilton.
Right.
Not
like
an embroidered bath towel,
right.
strawberry bath salts.
Okay.
No, we're talking about the Motel 6 in Lexington, Kentucky. All right. And go.
A dude rubbing his nuts on my pizza. Nipsey Russell. Anthrax. Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres having a four-way around the world with Carrot Top and Martha Stewart. A carrot cake. A diseased kangaroo. Something falling out of a diseased kangaroo's pouch. I would not like to find an emu. Ah, shit.
We were actually looking for a naked dwarf in a kangaroo pouch. We were eating a carrot cake off of Carrot Top's nutty pizza.
Dude, Carrot Top's nutty pizza. Going back to the sheriff, Leet Cromwell.
Yeah, Leet.
Leet. Now, I didn't write that down wrong. That's Leet Cromwell. He jumped like way up on my upper list of famous fucking police officers, right?
Yeah.
So you got like Andy Griffith, right? You got Ponch.
Oh yeah,
Eric Estrada,
of course,
right?
Yeah.
Cletus.
Yeah, Magnum PI.
Magnum PI, right? Jack Bauer from 24.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else you got?
RoboCop.
Scott Harmon.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite police. RoboCop was a good one. I gotta like RoboCop.
Mark Harmon.
Mark Harmon? Oh yeah, he's on that show.
Yeah.
He's on the NACSI, Miami, New York, Athol, Deer Park, Post Falls.
I'd love to see an NCIS Athol.
Dude, I would love to see NCIS Athol.
CIS Athol.
CIS trailer park down the street.
Yeah, guy can't find his dentures.
Dude, what if they did like CSI Kootenai County Fair? Like it's only on for like 4 days a year, but I guarantee you the cops will get more run at the Kootenai County Fair because I was at the Kootenai County Fair this year and damn, yeah, I wouldn't want to be a cop there.
So I'll tell you what, Clay, let's talk about some sports.
Let's do that. I'm a sports fan. Hey, we got the Seattle Seahawks are playing Denver Broncos today.
Repeat of the Super Bowl. Hopefully it'll be the same score again. I'd like to see another 40-point ass whooping.
That would be a nice beatdown.
Here's the thing. There's been some issues with athletes in football,
Yep.
breaking the law and shit.
Well, we've heard a lot about Ray Rice, and we've heard a lot about Adrian Peterson and Greg Hardy and Ray McDonald.
A couple pieces of advice from Dungus. Mm-hmm. Don't beat your wife. Don't beat your kids.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. NFL athletes. And let's take this one step further. Don't shoot yourself in the leg with a handgun.
Don't cheddar bomb yourself.
Don't attempt to or orchestrate killing your wife and then hide in the trunk of a car. Don't smoke pot. What? I don't even know what that is.
Don't roll down the road with like 12 pounds of it, like Leon Ladd.
Don't smoke pot. And don't smoke pot. Josh Porter, stop smoking weed! Dude, you make $3 million a year. You can't go a day without smoking pot when you're an idiot.
Yeah, you know what? Take a few years off from getting high. Go make your millions. Retire.
Don't beat your wife.
Then go beat your wife.
Don't beat your kids.
Yeah, don't beat your wife till after you retire. At least that way we don't have to hear about it in the news every single day.
See, this is
tired about hearing you being a moron.
This is what they need to do. When players retire, they need to have an old folks home for NFL athletes.
Yeah.
Half of them are concussed and they're drooling and they can't speak right? The other half can smoke pot, beat their wives, beat their kids, shoot themselves in the legs, but they're out of the league, so it's all good. And we don't have to hear about it every single day on ESPN Radio or CBS Sports Radio or Fox Sports Radio or the Morning News or People Magazine or Time Magazine or fucking This Magazine or Douchebag Magazine or Playboy Magazine. Actually, was that in Playboy? I
don't know. I never read the articles. I just looked at the pictures.
Wait.
But here's the thing.
They have articles?
Here's the thing you should do. If, let's say Baltimore is playing Minnesota, right? Instead of going out for the coin flip, you take Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson and you let them kick each other's ass, and whoever's left standing.
Right. You give
that wife beater.
You give Adrian Peterson a switch, and you give Ray Rice a left hook, and just let them go at each other like those Scottish guys that kick each other in the shin.
I think that's how they should do opening kickoff. Do the freaking shin kicking.
Well, see, and we did this last season. We talked about ways of improving the NFL, but I think now we have come up with a few new ones.
Yeah.
Instead of the opening kickoff, 2 guys go out, take 2 guys from the practice squad.
Yeah.
And just kick each other in the shin until one guy bleeds, and then that team forfeits, and they don't get the football.
Yeah.
But they got to play with like 5 guys.
Yeah.
They have to put their bench warmers in.
You know, here's the thing. Just be smart. You're a professional athlete. You're making millions of dollars. Be smart. Don't be kids.
There was a famous quote by a famous guy who was way wiser than me.
It was famous.
It was a 5-word quote. It was, "Don't be a douchebag."
Yeah. Words to live by.
Don't be a douchebag.
Don't be a douchebag.
Don't be a douchebag. We can be douchebags.
Yeah.
Because we do this shit and nobody's watching. So
Yeah, we've been doing it for 20 minutes now. So.
Yeah, we're on it.
I'll tell you what, Clay, that brings us right into our rant section. You got any rants?
Oh man, I'm telling you what.
It's been 6 months of build-up, okay? And we can't rant about the W.
Let me ask you a question right now. What year is it, James Ownbey?
2018.
2018. Okay. I was driving to the store the other day, right here in my beautiful town of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I got behind an idiot in a minivan that had a thing on the back that said "baby on board." Do you guys remember this shit? Remember when this baby on board shit? When people hung the little shit in their window and it was like "baby on board," someone with 3 legs on board, someone with no dick on board, this and that, the other. Okay, people put baby on board so that other people would drive like cautiously around them because, oh my god, I don't want to hit a freaking Toyota Sienna with a baby.
I don't want to hit Kayla McKenzie who's driving around with an infant on her lap.
You ain't
She
lying.
might hit me, but...
Okay, but that was 20 years ago. Baby on board means shit to everybody in this country right now. This is what they need to do. You want to like scare the shit out of people? Put chemical gas on board. 14 canisters of mustard gas on board. Big thing of anthrax that I misscrewed the top loosely in my back seat on board.
Nitroglycerin on board.
How about redneck with an M16 on board? Al-Qaeda on board.
Trunk full of hand grenades on board. Box full of dynamite on board.
Rosie O'Donnell tied up, naked, in rubber and nipple clamps and a ball gag on board. You want to hit that?
Naked dwarfs on board.
And a 400-pound lady. And
Bruce Jenner on board.
Dude, I wouldn't hit Bruce Jenner.
Gilbert Gottfried on board.
If you're driving down the street and you have a baby on board sign, go fuck yourself.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
And here's my question.
Rude.
Why the hell did you strap your baby to a board anyway? That you should be pulled over for tying your baby to a board.
Dude,
baby in the car seat.
Baby in car seat, safely in the back seat.
No, baby tied up and gagged and stuck in the back window.
All right, now talking about other things that people put on their windows. Have you seen this shit? What is this? With the stick figures. Have you seen the stick figures on the back of people's windows? And they got like the daddy and the mama and the 14 kids and the dog and the bacon and the shit they ate for breakfast last night and the shopping cart and when they shopped at Walmart and all this kind of shit. Dude, you know, every single time I see one of those, you know what I do? I want to throw a baby through that fucking window and just shatter that son of a bitch.
Here's what I think they should do. I think you should get like a big penis for the dad. Like a giant for the mom. Yeah.
Right.
See, that's how you do it. Like if you got like a couple kids, you don't need to put all the kids
right.
tiny bigger.
Yeah. You have like kids hanging out of it. You know, like Jabba the Hutt.
Single mom, you know what I mean? 5 kids. So you judge. Yeah.
I agree. See, I'm so tired of that stick figure shit. I want to put some stick figure shit, and I want to spell like dirty freaking words on the back of my car.
Dude, I want to take the stick figures and put them in nasty positions. Like the mom getting the doggy style.
So okay, right? So you got like 17 people in your family. Have like a 17-person weird Catholic orgy in the back of your car.
You know what? I want one big 400-pound woman and 14 naked dwarfs.
And on top of it, a mini Ferris wheel with 2 dogs and a goat and a canoe like floating around on the top. I don't understand.
Now you got yourself a window, my friend.
Dude, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. What else am I pissed off? What are you pissed off about, James? You got something you're pissed off? I can't even talk. I'm so pissed off right now with the fucking window stickers. I can't even talk right now. You got something to say?
No.
No, you're good. All right.
You know.
Yeah, well, it happens. It happens. What else am I pissed off? Oh, this is what I'm pissed off about. Okay, motorcycles. Now, I like people that ride motorcycles, and that's great. But, dude, if you're going to ride a motorcycle and you're going to tell me on the internet, on the radio, and on the TV that watch out for motorcycles, you know, we're vehicles too. But then you drive down the middle of the goddamn lane when everybody stopped trying to get off the exit, and you're like going in and out, and you're on the shoulder and shit. Dude, I'm going to open up my door and let you hit it, and then I'm sorry.
Okay, I renege my last statement about not being pissed at anything.
All right. Come on, be pissed.
That brings me to the point of dudes on bicycles or chicks on bicycles. They freaking just ride down. Dude, they run through red lights. They, cut you off. But oh my God, if you freaking honk your horn or you make a move, oh, we have the right of way too. Okay, then pedal your ass at 35 miles an hour.
I'm gonna hit you with my fanny pack. I'm gonna throw a rice cake at you. Here, I got my oversized bicycle helmet and my gloves. Who rides their bike with gloves on unless you're riding a marathon?
That's another thing. Okay, that's another thing that really, really upsets me. When you see an adult, especially an adult male, riding a bicycle down the sidewalk with a bicycle helmet on.
And a shirt like this tight, dude.
Yeah. Dude, you're telling me that you can't get an elbow down or an arm down if you crash your bicycle? I mean, seriously, you have to ride around with a bicycle helmet on.
People that ride around the Walmart parking lot and they got their spandex on. And they got their Greg LeMond, like I'm Lance Armstrong. I got the Tour de Coeur d'Alene. I'm like, if I don't beat that guy who's got the cart up there, I'm not going to get my yellow jersey tomorrow.
Yeah. If you're on a bicycle, just respect the car. Rule of big. You know what I mean? I don't whip in front of a semi and then get pissed if I get ran over by a semi.
That's why they have sidewalks. Now, just because it's a sidewalk doesn't mean you can't ride your bike. You know what? 8-year-old kids ride their bikes, they ride their scooters, they ride their little skateboards and whatnot. Ride down the sidewalk. Why do I have to go 15 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour zone behind some douchebag that's never ever going to ride in the Olympics? He's never going to ride in the Tour de France. He's never going to ride in the triathlon. But I got a yellow jersey and I got spandex and I got a helmet and a fanny pack and I got a little water bottle, so I can just ride down the street and whatever. And you know what? They don't signal.
No.
They don't stop at stop signs.
No, or red lights.
No, or red lights. They just keep going. But if you get right up on their ass and you hit them and they go 25 feet in the air, then you get arrested.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about?
Yeah. And here's the thing. If I'm riding a bicycle, I'm taking my chances of hitting a little kid on the sidewalk as opposed to hitting a car in the road. You'd think for safety reasons, you just ride. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? You run over a kid. I mean, it's a kid.
There's a million of them. Right? Aren't there a million of them? Dude, I got a million kids in my house right now.
You might hit a naked
How many kids are here?
7. You might hit a naked dwarf running down the road. You know what I mean? So
you might, if you're in Lexington, Kentucky, outside of a Motel 6.
I'll tell you what, it feels so good to be back. Thank you guys for all the good feedback and all the, hey, we missed you guys, all that good stuff on Facebook.
All of our friends in Indonesia and in Japan and in Canada and in Australia.
And in Lexington, Kentucky.
And Lexington, Kentucky. And in Hillsborough County in Washington where Tony Hall Rivas is probably fucking a cow right now. Oh, dude, we love you, dude.
I bet Tony Hall Rivas is going to be pissed when he heard about the goats and the midgets and the fairs.
He wasn't invited to the party.
Not invited. He just left.
I'll bet you he was inside.
Well, he had an escape route. He gave him a little cock preparation and bam, out the back door.
Well, he was hoping that the dwarfs would jump out so he could throw the canoe down and then leap on top of them and then row away peacefully. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
That was the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. That was the Ownbey 15-minute